Hi everybody, I'm Marla Miller from marlamiller.com presenting our 101st Quick Query Critique. Wasn't there 101st Calvary or something? Yeah. Anyway, I will get to this. Just want to give people a reminder that if you're interested in WebWise Writer, please check the newsletter and also marlamiller.com. We're going to be offering another webinar soon. We've got some really good stuff lined up for the next several webinars, and I think you'll find it useful. Okay, let me get to this query letter, but where's my glasses? Here they are. Okay, 11-year-old Jeremy is heartbroken at leaving his dog and friends behind when the 1802 drought forces his family to move from Scotland to London. Too soon he watches his father die of consumption. A night later he follows his mother's lonely footsteps in the snow where they end at the edge of the London Bridge. He almost follows her, but his grief turns to rage and he vows to persevere. Hope and money gone and left alone to fend for himself, Jeremy drags his parents' furniture to a corner. There, against the landlord, gangs, and neighbors' objections, he makes his stand. With his smarts and a club as long as he is tall, he bravely fights off those who would try to steal his parents' possessions. Jeremy ekes out a few pennies a night as a lamp boy, lighting the way for men seeking entertainment on the rough night streets. But as the Duke Street boys muscle in, demanding a sizable cut, Jeremy pits his wits against them in a growing list of foes, not the least of which are the orphan hunters. They all soon discover this is not a boy to be trifled with. Jeremy all but comes undone when he returns one evening to find his shelter burning and the hunters waiting for him. Unbeknownst to Jeremy, his neighbors have been watching him and they have developed strong opinions about this brave little orphan. Jeremy's steadfastness and bravery have inspired them, and those who prey on children are about to be taught that this young boy is not alone in the world after all. Bleamy's Corner is a YA historical fiction novel complete at 76,000 words. Thank you for your time. Okay, so what do I think of Bleamy's Corner? I think this author has been waiting for this for a while. I actually thought I had done this query letter, but when I looked on my 100th, it wasn't there. I like it. I think it's a story I really would like to know more about. But YA is not my forte, so that's number one. Speed bumps that I heard, I will just tell you that the biggest one is that the setting of this novel, it's historical fiction, and the setting of this novel is 1802, and I hear very, very little 1802 language in it. And so I think that this writer would improve this query quite a bit if he, I think, took a look at it and infused some of the language of that time, the dialect of that time, into this novel. Not a lot, just a little bit. I think one place that he did that was lamp boy. That's not a familiar term to me, but maybe a few more things like that. Because when I read this, except for the fact that I knew in sentence one that it was 1802, this could have been today. He could have been a homeless kid of today. So if you're writing historical fiction, you're going to be pitching to agents who represent historical fiction authors and have editors who acquire historical fiction novels. So you want to make sure that this query letter has as much of that flavor, tone, and language as you possibly can without it sounding contrived. But I like it. I think we've got a story of a little boy who's tough as nails and who finds some heroes among us. And I would think that this would be a pretty good YA novel. The only other thing, again, YA is not my forte, but 11 for YA, is that old enough? I thought YA, the protagonist, was a bit older than that and went up to 18, but I thought it was more like 14 to 18, but I could be wrong, so just check that. And then at 75,000 words, that sounds about right. So that's all I'll say about Bleamy's Corner. I wish this author good luck. I'm sorry that he had to wait, and I hope that he finds his critique helpful. And until the next time that I come online with Quick Query Critique number 102, be well, keep writing.